Alright, so is Sydney Sweeney really evil? I really don't know the answer to this question. That's why we're making this video, because not only am I not white, but also I'm not a female. And I feel like those are the two people that truly do hate this woman, and I don't really understand it. Now, if you don't know who Sydney Sweeney is, she's pretty much a well-known white actress. But not that that matters, but, you know, I gotta describe her. And pretty much she's known for being on a show called EUPHORIA, for showing off her twins. And, you know, I never seen EUPHORIA, but I've seen, you know, the clips circulate around on Twitter, or X, whatever we're calling it these days. But every time I go on that Bird app, I literally see just people dogging her, talking about her looks, and, you know, all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, I guess, but I just don't understand why they're going so hard on her. So I did a little bit of research, and come to find out, she's a couple things that I guess isn't really seen as a good thing in this day of age of the economy, or the world of the United States of America. So in case you don't know, if you voted for Trump, you are a racist. That is how today's world is. If you voted for Trump, you are a racist. Now, me personally, I didn't vote for anyone, but I also do not care for politics, so I guess that makes me a racist, maybe. I don't know. Depends how you look at it. But apparently, Sydney Sweeney and her family were wearing Make America Great Again hats, and Twitter did not like that. Instagram did not like that. White America did not like that. And when I say white America, I mean the liberals, because those are the only people I think actually give a fuck about any of this. Not saying that I'm taking sides, because I'm not, but, you know, those are the group that tend to get a little, you know, upset about certain things like this. So, you know, I feel like those are the people that just didn't like it. And as a black man, I just truly don't care. I just don't care what her family does. That is her family. That is their choice. This is the land of the free. They have a choice to support the president of their country. I just don't get the point of just hating her for this. I don't get it, you know? Maybe I'm just, you know, a little biased. I don't know. I don't really know nothing about her, but I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing about, and I'm just like, okay, she is a white woman that likes Trump. I don't think she's racist, but she could be, you know, but I don't know. She hasn't said anything. But it doesn't stop there. Apparently, Sydney Sweeney had a brand deal with a soap company called Squash. Apparently, she actually had some of her bathing water infused with the soap she was selling. Now, that right there is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie, because if I found out a used woman's bathing water was inside of my soap that I'm washing and cleaning my body with, that would be a problem. Now, again, I don't know how true that is. Like, I really don't. I mean, I'm seeing it on Google right now, but I don't know to the extent of how true it is. Like, is it actually like her, like, bathing water inside these bars of soap? Because if that's so, then yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, I can understand why they don't like you. Like, that's kind of crazy. The Trump thing is like, okay, that's your political view, you know, that is what it is. That's just, you know, that's life in America. But you, like, you know, doing this with your bathing water, that's kind of crazy. Now, Sydney Sweeney, you can answer me directly in the comment section if you want. I mean, you can if you want, but I'm not just, you know, that's crazy. But again, yeah, I would be definitely outraged if I found out that a celebrity was selling soap and they were using their used bathing water to infuse the soap with it. Like, I don't care. Like, I get the simps don't care, or the incels that just truly don't care because they seen her twins on a show and are just like gooning to the soap now. Like, that's cool. Like, go crazy. But me, as a normal man, I just would not want that to happen to me. So if this is true, then Sydney Sweeney, you're 1 for 1 right now. I'm not gonna lie. Sydney Sweeney also got another brand deal that got her in some trouble. Now, apparently, she did a commercial for, I'm pretty sure it was American Eagle, and people were assuming, now again, I don't know, because I do not really look into this situation. I'm only covering this because I see it on my Twitter all the time. But apparently she did a commercial and was implying that her jeans are the best. You get it? Like, jeans and jeans, like, oh, I'm wearing jeans, and oh, my genetic jeans, my jeans are the best. And they're saying this because she's a blonde white woman with blue eyes, and, you know, that's like the ideal, like, jeans, I guess, for America. I don't know who set that up. I've never heard of that in my lifetime, you know. I don't know how true that is. I don't think that's true at all, but, you know, I don't know where they're getting this information from. I don't know when people were saying this. Maybe back in, like, I don't know, the 1900s or something. I don't know. But yeah, apparently that's what she implied. And then when she had an interview recently, and the lady was like, do you want to speak on anything that's been going on? And she was like, no, if I had something to say, I would say it. So, you know, she's just keeping it P. Like, listen, if they want to assume that's what it is, and that's what it is. But I don't think that's what she meant by that. That's kind of crazy. I think that's just like a crazy reach. Like, if someone says something like that about me, I probably wouldn't even react to it either, because it's like, it's so stupid. Why would I? Like, why would I even feed into like that type of energy if it's literally not true? You know what I mean? Like, I said my genes are better than yours because I went on a gene commercial, you know? But again, I could just be ignorant to it. I really genuinely just do not care. But again, I just want to cover it because every time I go on Twitter, she's getting cooked. And I just don't know why, you know? And I haven't watched Euphoria yet. I know a new season's coming out. So maybe I should just, like, you know, get to know her character a little more on Euphoria. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll hate her. Maybe I'll love her. I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see. But apparently Zendaya also does not want nothing to do with her. Apparently on the set of Euphoria, they were like completely separated because of her political views. Again, I get people have different political views. We live in a country where, you know, it's divided, Democrat and, you know, Republican. Again, like I said earlier, I just don't really care for that shit. I genuinely don't. I don't look at people differently because they like Trump or whoever they voted for. I really don't. I will care more about the person and not the person they voted for, and I'm not gonna judge them based off who they voted for because I'm an adult and I just do not care enough to make me like go out of my way mentally to prepare myself to think that since this person voted for this person, they are evil or they're crazy or whatever. Okay, I don't believe in any of that. I'm not conservative, I'm not liberal. I think both sides have some like crazy tweak shit going on, and you know, it's kind of funny to watch it, you know, the shit show. But yeah, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. And you know, maybe I'm ignorant for that. I can own up to that, but that's me. I can own up to it because I just don't care. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney, like I said, if that soap situation is true, then yeah, maybe you should have actually spoke on that during the interview, because that is some fucked up shit that you did. If you did it, again, I'm not saying you did, but if you did that, you should have spoke on that at least. The jeans thing I get because it's stupid if it's not true. Again, if it's not true, I just think it's so crazy for it to be true. But again, I'm not like caught up on this. I'm just giving my view on it and I'm giving my opinion on it because I seen what I seen. But if it's true, girl, you might have to just own up to it, you know? But again, if you like Trump, you like Trump. I don't care if you know, that's the only thing. The other two things, like if those are true, you on your own. You feel me? You on your own. But like, damn, that's crazy. I hope it ain't true because, man, that's disgusting, dude. That's actually like disgusting if you actually had your like dirty bath water infused with soap. Like, that would piss me the fuck off. I swear that would piss me the fuck off if you did that shit to me. But I don't use that brand soap. I use Dove, you know. I'm just normal, dude. I'm a normal guy. I'm using Dove, and not even the men's. I just use Dove straight up, like, you know. I'm not using Squash. Yeah, but for the men out there that use it, hey, let me know how it is, man. Was it good? Did it smell good? Did you feel her? Like, let me know, my God. Thank you again for watching. I'm getting off. Peace. I fucking hate it when you treat me like this. Hate it when you shit on me